Baby, let me tell you. This process is not for the faint at heart. It is not for those that are jealous and lack confidence. You have got to stand in your own beauty. I mean, in full glory, and not be intimidated by what's going on around you. Like, come on. How you doing, Ray of Sunshines? I am your girl, Talisa Ray, lifestyle coach. We are reviewing Ready to Love, season 3, episode number 4, Boss Moves. Okay? Boss up, boss moves. Well, we already know who gone. This week, we see the fellas start off meeting with Tommy in the Tommy Tavern in the lounge, and he brings it to him and says, listen, it's your turn. You have to eliminate 2 women. Now, I know that these women are attractive, but we need to get to the connection. Where do you have chemistry? Who are you vibing with? Because they're all gorgeous. Let's move past that. I wish more men would understand. Let's move past all this beauty and get to know me and get connected with me. This is what attracted you, but my personality and who I am, that's gonna make you stay. Okay, listen. Anyway, I like how Tommy was like, walk away with your rainbow, meaning she hits all the colors, all the basic needs, and those colors can be mixed together and make new colors. Please understand, connect with them, not just the beauty of the rainbow, but the depth of it. Y'all like how I wrote that down? I know y'all don't be liking how I infer, but that's what I do. Thank you. Well, when they go back and they integrate with the ladies, because evidently this happened right after the elimination of the 2 fellas, that they had this conversation. You know, you can tell by what the attire and what they have on. But Naya's like, shoot, I'm worried and concerned that I'm not doing enough. Like, do these men know that I'm interested in them? And then they pan over to her and Chris having a conversation. He straight out asked, because y'all remember he wanted to kiss her, could you sense that I wanted to kiss you? Could you sense it? She leans in and gives him one of those quick little pecks. And now what? And he said, I want another one. And she leans in and gives another one of those quick little pecks. And all I could think was, listen, that man has nice, full lips, okay? Like, ooh, kissable lips. You can't give him grandma pecks. You got to linger there for a little bit. Like a little bit. It ain't got to be open mouth and tongue, but you got to experience his lips. Are they soft? Are they crusty? Like, to me, they don't look soft. So, I mean, the way you're interacting to me says they don't look soft either. Like, help me know. I need to feel that kind of connection and that kiss through the TV screen. Okay, Naya? I'm just keeping it a band, y'all. It don't seem like it was good, because I know a good kiss makes me linger. But I'm a good kisser. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so then we see Simone and Jay, and they're playing like a big game of Connect 4, you know, and she finesses it so that they can have a conversation over a little bit of wine. And Jay, we didn't get to see this, says, I like how you came in and was like, you have a call, right? And pulled him away from the conversation with Winter, only to say, oh, you really don't have a call. I was just using that so that I can have some time with you. And he was like, oh, that's a boss move. And I'm all like, that is actually pretty slick. And you can see on Winter's face that she was not like for it. Like, what? You got a call? Like, you know. But you ain't gonna be like, oh, no, don't go take the call, because it could be an emergency. People know, your family know that you on this little island cocoon with these people doing this whole experiment type thing, trying to find love. The one thing I see about Simone in this moment is that she is still very forthright, but has now toned it down, is doing it in a softer manner. And you know, Jay kind of liked that boss move. Like, okay, show me what you want, what you like. And in this whole thing, it's that whole cat and mouse, but instead of the women being the mice, they're the cats. Like, I feel like they have to pursue more and show I like you more. And really, most women aren't that aggressive. I'm not finna be like, hey, I'm blah, blah. Even if it is a setting, I know I'd probably be one of the first people off. I'm reserved as a Virgo, and yeah, it's not about me. Let's keep going. So you see Denise and Calfani, they're over there shooting pool, honey, and Denise is over there showing she a boss, like hustling him in pool, like she good at it, like this is what I do. And here comes cutie pie Adriana. Denise, I'm gonna just steal him for a few seconds, okay? Like, honey, in the middle of the game, okay? She didn't wait until the black ball, the 8 ball, was in the hole and the game was won. She decided, I'm gonna interrupt y'all right now and take him because that's what I want to do. She's a little tipsy, you know, all that champagne kind of get you giddy and tipsy, and she's smiling at him, and they go sit on the couch, honey, and she uses her womanly wiles and snuggles up to him, honey, and smiles at him and stuff and says, you know, I claimed you. First off, claim might be the wrong word, because if he had said it to you, you'd be like, claim, I ain't nobody's property. But that's not the thing. So, you know, I claimed you as my, you know, as one of my favorites, as my number 2. And did she say number 2? Maybe she did. And because everybody knows she liked Rashid. And I just want to know if you feel the same way. And he was like, well, you know, I like you. Well, I'm not really sure. I don't know. Like, come on, girl, play coy and get the stuff that you want. Okay, use your feminine. I don't give a damn what nobody say. The one thing about a woman is that we are very sensual, and we can get the things that we want by operating in our divine femininity. And sometimes our power is the coy and demure side. Bat your eyes and smile a little bit, child. Listen. Anyway, let's keep it going. Denise is like over there upset, like you can see it in her demeanor. She's like boiling at the prospect of Adriana over there with her man, okay? Because she said in her confessional, you over there looking like a floozy. Didn't you claim somebody already? I was like, whoa, come on, Denise, pull up. And I really was hoping that Denise would use that time to go and mingle with the other people she like Anthony. Don't put all your eggs in one basket and your energy on him. You already know by what the lady said in the elimination, Calfani is a favorite. What did Shay say? Everybody likes Calfani and he likes everybody. Ain't that what she said? So be mindful of that. I know that you have a connection, but as women, we need to be mindful. Like, okay, when we meet these men, they normally are dating other people. Their focus isn't always all the way on us yet. And you should be dating other people. So I was a little disappointed that she decided to focus on what they were doing instead of how do I get to stay here? Let me allow him to enjoy himself. So then you see Alicia, Brian, and Edwin, and they're having a conversation outside. And I'm all like, why is Edwin here? Because it looks so awkward, because Alicia's like, Brian, you're my top, you're my favorite, I like you. I was like, I heard about your kiss to Alex, and I was a little salty behind it because you my favorite. And I was like, I'm so tired. Ladies, stop bringing these other women into the conversation. They are not your concern. Who is for you is for you. And you know that these men are here. They playing the field in your face versus behind your back, and you got to figure shit out. This is new. This is only what? Probably week 1, week day, still day 1, day 2 or some shit like that, right? Now, y'all be giving Alicia a hard time, but the one thing I'm going to tell you that I know about her and her energy is that she's confident. It could be a little borderline overly and maybe too much, but she knows that she's beautiful and that people should be attracted to her. You know what I'm saying? I believe she has more to offer than just her looks, but I definitely can tell you she embodies confidence in this moment, right? You know, I could change my mind. It's my prerogative. It's my prerogative. So then we see them men working out, baby. I'm all like, shit. I would have liked to have been in there my own self looking at them. But I was like, come on and work out. They all are very fit. But that damn Calfani, baby, no wonder all the ladies like him. Like that body alone. And then, you know what? He's not really cocky. You know what I'm saying? He knows that his body looks good and he's chocolate or whatever and he's a favorite, but he does not give me cocky. He gives me, you know, humble but confident, like secure. Anyway, so Joy and Denise are watching and doing what I'm doing. Mouth like and Joy asked, Denise, so, I see that you're leaning more towards Calfani because, Joy likes Calfani too, right? And she's like, yeah, but, I want to have another date with Anthony and want to go out with Rashid to see if I'm tripping. Now listen, all that stuff you said about Rashid, Denise, he shouldn't even be in your mind, but really, the fact of the matter is, Rashid might low-key really be your type. And so maybe you should have the conversation with him to see if maybe he's different than what you thought. Like, then Joy brings up, speaking of which, do you think that Adriana had a little bit of an attitude? Like, Joy saw the attitude and she was like, yeah. Let me see what I wrote. I feel like she was irritated. I don't know if she got upset, but she was irritated and frustrated because you don't know this man and you talking about him. And of course, I know him from on the street too. And that ain't what he gives you. So then there's a pool day. And in the pool day is Simone, Denise, Adriana, Edwin, Rashid, and Calfani. And they have like a little friendly game of volleyball or whatever. And Denise is very competitive, very athletic in her body. And is dominating. But Adriana's like, she's getting upset because we ain't doing it, but you taking over. Well, let me try and hit the ball. It is good to be competitive, but y'all know these men's egos be broke. Kind of let them get a couple points or something. Like, stroke the ego a little bit. That's how we operate in our femininity, so that they can be like, oh, had to get to pump their chest up some. Like, yeah, I mean, you ain't gotta let them win, but damn. So Denise and Calfani go over to the side, and Denise is like, I could be a team player. I could be your lover. What did she say? Wait, hold on. I could be your mother, your lover. No, don't. Your mother, take that out. Because man, you got a mama. Okay, I ain't finna mother you. I'm not finna baby you. I'll be your lover. I'll be your confidant, your team player, your rider. But I am not about to be your mama. Your mama should have done her job already. I think that was just probably a slip of the tongue because she was just trying to, hype herself up and everything. They go off and they do their thing and they enjoy each other's company, massages and talking and stuff. But we're going to get to that in a second because we see Adriana, Simone, Edwin, and Rashid sitting together and having a conversation. And I was kind of disappointed that Adriana brought up Denise. Like, mind your fucking business. It's not your responsibility, especially in the group set. But you know that the producers be pushing, okay? And she brings up what was said the night before. Tells him how, he says, oh no, we cool, we friendly. He don't feel that animosity that we all see that Denise has for him. But she brings it up. And anybody would be taken aback by that, like a narcissist. I mean, I am light-skinned, I am tall, but a narcissist? I am a narcissist? His feelings were hurt. And I just really feel like it was not the place or time for her or her business to bring that up. Then she said, maybe it's because you're light-skinned. She just made it about colorism, and that wasn't even, or was it, what it was about. Y'all let me know, do you think that Denise's issue has to do with colorism? No, it has to do with her previous relationship. I don't think it had this whole light skin, dark skin bullshit that our community seems to rest on, and it becomes a conversation because, Rashid's like, women don't like to be stereotyped on their body and, all their looks. Do you think that men want that too? We don't. And I've been told that before because I'm light skinned, right? And he asked Simone, you being a light skinned woman, have you ever experienced that? And Simone was like, yes. I've had men tell me that I don't like dark-skinned women, and I'm all like, what? And men do have a preference. Women have a preference. We all have a preference, but I understood what she was saying. And what she said was, and she said, they think that I'm mixed, but I'm not. I'm black. I'm blackity black. Well, she didn't say that. I'm saying that because that's my plight. People always think I'm mixed because I'm of a lighter skin complexion. Probably down in my lineage, of course, there's some other stuff happening, but I'm black. Okay, blackity black. Okay, when you talk to me, you know that I'm black. Okay, at work, I do the switch code, right? You know what I'm saying? I know how to speak professional and be professional, but I'm black. I embody everything urban, and so I understood that. Again, it's not about me. Let's keep going. So he, wants to have a conversation about this, and I'm all like, this is really come on, this was none of your business. You should have just stayed out. You could have had the colorism conversation if you wanted to, but sharing what was said that Denise said, I think was, you crossed the line. It wasn't your responsibility. Worry about your relationship with Rashid and developing that connection that you have with him or whomever else here on the island, okay? And Edwin, you know, he ain't got nothing to say, honey. He just sitting over there looking fine with that salt and pepper hair, okay? Listen, just looking like, yes, it's me. I'm here and I am eye candy. I cannot wait to see more of him. I say that every time because, listen, that's my type. That's my type. I like that salt and pepper shit. Anyway, so you see Winter and Jay, and they are sitting on a picnic bench having a conversation. And to start it off, she said, remember I told you about the pool and blah, blah, blah. Okay, jumping in with our clothes on. And what he said is, I believe in living in the moment. I would do it. Just say yes. You know, and I'm like that. I feel like just do it. I mean, if it's not going to hurt you, if it's not detrimental, if it's not causing harm to anyone else, dive in and see if you like it. Have a good time. I'm with Winter. I would jump in the pool with my clothes on, having a good time, and then be like, I done fucked up my clothes. But it was fun in the moment. I'll buy some more. He was like, and this jewelry and this belt, if I'm concerned about messing it up, then maybe I can't afford it and I shouldn't be wearing it. It's da-da-da. I was like, oh, if that's so, people spend money and don't want to mess their stuff up. Listen, take the belt off first. It's cool. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. And if your jewelry's real, it should be fine. If it's fake, it could be replaced. Like, what? Anyway. So then we see Denise and Kalfani, and they're having a conversation, you know, during the pool. And she brings up that she felt a kind of way seeing him snuggled up on the couch with somebody. He said to her, you know, I'm going with the flow, and I think some of you ladies are getting the wrong perspective. You know, that's not really what's happening. I'm getting to know people like I'm supposed to. Like you should be doing. Don't get your eyes set on one person, because the more you learn about him, you might end up not liking him. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of this is a thing, and you can see in Kalfani's face that he's off put by it. Remember, he does not like jealous people. It's a pet peeve of his. He does not like it. And she continues to say how, you know, I'll put on my, you know, boxing gloves for you. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so we going to bat? Like, you already are very combative when you speak to the ladies that you think are your competition. And so it's not a good look. And my thing is, he clearly likes you. Clearly, he wants to spend time with you. He's rubbing on you. He's talking to you. He's enjoying your company. Do not concern yourself with somebody else. Stand in your own beauty. Like, I don't know why. Is it because she's younger? What is your issue with her? You should be trying to figure out what it is that you like about him, and if there's somebody else you're interested in, like Anthony, because you said you kind of like him, remember? Like, ladies, it's not about competing with one another. She's beautiful, you're beautiful, you're in this together. If he likes her, he likes her. Then you better move it along. You better push forward. So let's talk about Brian and Alex. They go on a paddle boarding date, and I guess their cores aren't strong enough, because paddle boarding is meant to be standing up, okay? Not on your knees. Don't be afraid. Y'all got on life vests. Get your little hair wet or not. Like, stand up on the paddle board and paddle. And you see that they're vibing kind of really well, and they go over to the side after finish, and they sit and they have a conversation, and they have, you know, some champagne, and they toast to new beginnings and opportunities for love. He said the hardest thing for him right now is not being with his daughter, not being able to spend time with her. She's 3 and she's growing and yada yada yada. And Alex, he asked Alex, what do you think that I need to be aware of, you know, cognizant of? She needs to work on being more vulnerable, and that he needs to be patient with her, because she has like her walls up. And he was like, do you know your triggers? And the question is, do you know your triggers too? I'm asking y'all. Let me know down below in the comments, because your triggers are the things that'll ruin a relationship. Like Denise's jealousy for him, and Denise's insecurities are showing. Something is triggering her. Is it that she doesn't feel like she's enough? Like, what are your triggers? Alex says the phone face down is a trigger, because what you hiding. And a lot of people feel like that. Like, listen, if you feel like you got to turn your phone down with me, then it's a problem. Because if we're just dating, leave that phone up. I don't care, because I'm going to leave mine up on purpose. And you're going to see that James is calling. You're going to see that Rock is calling. You're going to see, like, if we're just dating, please understand my phone is up. Because once I'm not dating him anymore, or once we're together, those people won't be calling. Y'all, leave your phone up. Be truthful, be honest in your situation, so that there is no blurred lines. If you're not in a relationship, keep your phone up. Anyway, we're back at the pool and people are joining us, and Rashid asks Edwin about his take on what's going on in, oh, hold on, before I go there. You see Joy and Edwin together, and you know, she talks about how she's an advocate for therapy. That woman does exude a specific kind of class and elegance about her, right? She kind of reminds you of Alexis from last season. Anyway, but we had an issue later on with Alexis, but the way she presents herself is definitely in the same manner, because you saw Alexis was about it. I feel like Joy would, if you bring the shit, she gonna come meet you there with it, but ain't gonna start it. Nevertheless, they talk, and we find out he was in law enforcement and that he is a veteran, and they talk about therapy, and he's like, they both agreed that therapy is needed. He's only had one session, but probably could use a few more, and he does have PTSD. And so she's like, well, how do you deal with that? And he's like, cooking. It's a relief for me. Go and get some more therapy, Edwin, okay? Because you're a Virgo, and we be holding shit in, and then when it come out, it be out ugly. Like, get some more therapy, okay? I'm an advocate for Black people having therapy, not just sharing with your friends. Talking to somebody that's non-judgmental and that may be able to have some direction and help you out in a specific way, right? Okay, I'm an advocate of coaching too, because you know I'm a wife coach, so there's that. Coaching is not therapy. It's different. So she also says that she doesn't need validation, but it would be nice to have someone. Like, I don't need you, but I desire, I want you. I want someone who compliments me with an E, not with an I. And I think that when you are ready to love, that is the stance that we should take as women. Like, I don't need the validation, right? I don't need you to tell me that I'm everything. I don't need you to provide for me. I don't need these things, but I want you in my life, right? I want you to be here. I want to share life experiences with you. That's when you know you are definitely grown. You actually know that she's gone to therapy, because that's some shit that you say when you come out of therapy and you understand who you are. Like, I am phenomenal, and all these other things under this umbrella of my phenomenalism. Is that a word? Okay, so we back at the pool, and Rashid asks Edwin opinion about what's happening in, you know, with the law enforcement and what's going on, and he puts it plain. It's always been there. It's just now that you can see it out loud because of technology, social media, and people's phones. So now you see it, and that he experienced it firsthand, you know, when he was doing his, you know, coming out of the boot camp and doing his field work. And I was irritated by Shay being bothered, talking about the conversation was boring and a downer. When you are ready to love, all these conversations are important. Imagine with being with somebody and their views don't align with yours. Again, I feel like I said, she's just there because as a filler, as an instigator, and it is even shown more in this episode. You don't see her connecting with nobody. All you see her is there having fun, right? Being having a good time, being a good time jolly girl. Like, that's it. So then we see Chris, Naya, Joy, Anthony, and Alicia together sitting at a table. And Chris is like, so that the tables are turned, you know, are you ladies concerned? Naya speaks up and she's all like, yeah, because you're the only one who likes me, baby. And he was like, what you got to worry about, bitch? Nothing. Naya, nothing. If he say what you got to worry about, he already got his eyes set on you. And so if you have to go home, baby, listen, it's fine, because I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna get you. That's the vibe I got, honey. And then she went on and gave him one of them grandma picks. I just want her to linger a little longer. Feel that. Like, if you're connected with somebody, if you like kissing, like, you know how important kissing is. Chris looks like he's full of passion. I can tell that he is very passionate about everything, okay? I mean, he does have a great voice. I might overlook that pink lip if we connected. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm shallow at first, but have a conversation with me and my shallowness goes away. Ain't that how it worked for me? And why is it any different for me? I'm just saying. I kind of think, did Anthony have a thing for Nia because he was like taken aback a little bit? Remember now, Anthony is the one that was twerking in the beginning. And some of y'all didn't like that, thought that wasn't a good look for a man. Everybody's out at the pool and Jay is talking to Winter, and we see Winter cut off, and she's, you know, she says in her confessional, like, me and Jay, we connect until Joy is around. And he was like, and she said, you know, listen, already earlier she had said she feels a kind of way because Joy likes him, and should I back up? Okay, and so here she is again with that. If he really likes her, I don't want to put my eggs in this basket. I need to clarify. Let me tell you this, Winter girl, honey. I understand that her and Joy and Jay have a connection, but so do you and Jay. And the point is for all of you to mingle around and get to know one another. Joy has connections with other people. You can talk to him. If he likes you, he gonna come for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel no kind of way, and I'm glad. Y'all could be mad at it if you want to, but I'm glad that she said she wanted to have a conversation, because these concerns are something, and I don't want to waste my time on nobody that don't like me. Y'all, I don't want to waste no time on nobody that don't like me. And that when another woman who he is feeling comes in and he moves his attention towards her, yes, I'm beautiful, I stand on my own, I'm not insecure, I'm confident. However, I need to know, am I wasting my time? She could be his number one. What do y'all think? Let me know down below in the comments. I really think that Winter handled herself with, you know, with grace. Like, it wasn't breathing, sighing like Simone with an attitude. Denise with an attitude. But it was like, let me holler at you. And so they go. He said, give me a few minutes. And they go and they walk to her room and they have a conversation. Now, the only thing I would say is that was the wrong move. Going to the room. Because now people can speculate, and as you see, we saw Simone, who also likes Jay, see him go into her room with no shirt on, and so now her mind is going, girl, they just came from a pool. He ain't got no shirt because they came from the pool. His shirt is in the room. He came out his room with his swim trunks on. He ain't had no shirt. Like, and so her mind is going, her insecurities are showing. So the only thing that I would say is that conversation could have been had in a different location and not in her room. Y'all, other than that, I don't think that there was, you know, any problem. Now, we don't know what went on behind them closed doors, but I don't see Winter as being a woman who's just gonna give it to him today and we just met 3 days ago. And I don't see Jay as someone who is going to take advantage of a situation. And Winter did say, listen, we just going in here to talk. Like, let me make it clear. Let me make it clear. Mind your business. I'm going to just say that again. Mind your business. Stand in your own beauty and mind your business. So they're having s'mores. We almost done, y'all. I know. This long, huh? Ooh, is we almost done? I got so many notes. Everybody's having s'mores, and Adriana says, hey, let me holler at you for a second, Denise. You know, can I talk to you for a minute? I commend her for that. Pulling her away from the group to have a conversation. It is not everybody's business. I was so glad that she didn't open up her mouth again like she did over at the pool. And, you know, Denise was in her normal form of being very combative. Like, not being very open to what Adriana had to say. Like, why do you care what I'm saying about him? Very, you know, very attack mode, you know, very closed off to her whole conversation. What she said was she was triggered because ain't nobody gonna check me. Why do we think that when someone wants clarity or to have a conversation or to get an understanding that they trying to check us instead of having a conversation? Because Adriana's energy was not, I'm finna check you. It was, sis, I want to talk to you. It was, I feel like she was leading with wanting to understand. Then she asks about Calfani, and do you think that that was okay? You know, then it becomes about respect. You said Rasheed was your man, and all the ladies have pulled off of him. So why can't you do the same? Well, she said, I said he was in my top 2. You know, and again, that whole claiming thing did say, okay, he's off limits, ladies. But you don't see Rasheed checking for nobody else either. So there's that. But it became like, you don't respect me. I want you to respect me. You have all these slick comments. You be cutting me off. And she has a point. She has a point. And so Denise decided, you know, let me share my story with you. You know, let me help you understand. You know, I was in an abusive relationship. I almost died. They couldn't find me for 4 days. And it doesn't excuse her behavior like Adriana says, but it does give you more insight, and maybe you could have a little more compassion for her because she hasn't healed from that. We've been saying that, and we only in episode 4, and we've been saying even in the casting episode that she hasn't healed from that relationship. I wrote down, breathe, sis. You are absolutely beautiful. Stand in that. Stand in who you are. Breathe. Breathe. You know what I'm saying? When shit get rough, y'all, breathe. Take a breather so that you can recalibrate and really understand what's happening in the situation. It may not be what you think it is. Breathe. If y'all know anything about yoga and meditating, you understand what I'm saying, okay? Let's go. So you see Brian and Alicia Rasheed comes over, thanks her for the conversation. Like, I seen her, she's my rider, I really like her. Okay, now let's go to Brian and Alicia, and they have this little conversation because, you know, she was like, I was really hoping you would ask me out, but I was like, fuck it, 2 peas in a bucket, fuck it, and I'm gonna ask you out, and I'm gonna want to have a conversation with you. Brian said, you know, she was like, I'm attracted to you. He said, Brian, they both say they're attractive, and she said, I'm attracted to you, and I feel like the feeling is a mutual in this point. This is what I wrote in my notes, and it just didn't seem like it's reciprocated or it's receptive. You know, they have a conversation, why you think you're ready to love, and she was like, I'm just tired of really pretty much doing all this by myself. I want some help. I don't want to turn the lights off at night and be in the bed by myself after all this struggle. I need the companionship. Y'all gonna interpret that as she wants somebody to take care of her kids. But he asked her, how do your children feel about, you know, having a stepfather or authority? He asked her. Okay, so let's just get that out the way now, because I know after last week's conversation that y'all feel like she just wants somebody for her children. Let's talk about how he walked her to the room and then left her room after saying, you know, we're gonna have a movie date or whatever. Yeah, I'll come back in 20 minutes. And goes over to see Alex, which is who he's interested in, who he seems to have a genuine connection with, and says, I just wanted to say good night. And gives her a kiss, and he was like, you know, she asked him, well, where are you? The only thing I didn't like is he was like, I like to continue with my questions before. What? That ain't how it go. And it seems like Alex is okay with that, but maybe she isn't, or maybe she is because she's so smitten with him. Like, I'm not okay with that. Anyway, messy ass Shay. What did she say? Because that's what I'm here for. I'm being nosy. Wait, am I getting beside myself? Hold on. Shay sees Jay going to Alex's door and goes and gets Alicia with her messy ass so that Alicia could be witness to that, what's happening. And I'm all like, you really are there just to stir the pot, because that's what she said. That's what I'm here for. That's all you there for. And so now you got Alicia feeling some kind of way, where Alicia had the opportunity to step up and really just be authentic and show who she was and why he should like her too, because he said he wasn't too sure about her when he went to the door. Like I said, he really ain't into her right now. But Shay shouldn't have done that. Shay now has put Alicia in a situation like, just be a man and say that I'm not what you want. I feel like Alicia is gonna go home next, and you know, Denise is on the bottom, on the chopping block. I don't know if she's gonna go home or not, but I definitely know that Alicia may be on her way out. You see Joy and Jay having a conversation, and like I said, Joy is a lady and understands the process, because she's like, I know that there are other people that you're talking to, you know, and so I just kind of been stepping back and letting you, you know, get to know them as well. Like, and I commend her for that. And I might change my mind later, we'll see. But Simone comes slither her ass up, okay, all messy and shit, because she wants to, can I join y'all? Remember, she likes Jay too. And she comes in and she decides to open up her mouth and tell Jay, I saw you going into Simone's room with your shirt off. Like she's spilling some kind of tea or something. Her delivery was inappropriate. It was at the wrong time. She was supposed to save that to the side. Talking about I was gonna tell my girl anyway too. And Jay was looking like, what? Like, yeah, that's what I was. Joy wanted to go away because it felt wrong. It felt, it felt a bit intrusive. It felt like you were talking about, aha, I caught you in doing something. No, you didn't. I didn't do nothing. We had a conversation and that was it. Y'all, I felt like we saw Simone the lawyer again, that the whole interrogation process was occurring. You know, let me know what you think about this whole episode, because we ain't finished. You know, next week is when they're gonna show us who gets eliminated, and we see that there's some other things happening, and I really want to see what the conversations are about. Y'all let me know down below in the comments, like, who is going home next? Is it Denise because she's jealous and very combative and can't stand in her own beauty yet? Is it going to be Alicia because it looks like she confronts Brian about the situation with Alex? Like, who's going home and why? What do you think about Simone just spilling all that information? What do you think about Adriana spilling the information? Like, in a safe space where it's supposed to be safe and we have a conversation, why would you share this information? Y'all, let me know down below in the comments. I am interested to hear what you have to say and your thoughts on this episode. I am your girl, Talisa Ray. Thank you so much for watching my review of Ready to Love Season 3, Episode 4. Listen, before you get out of here, if this is your first time here, that rectangle that's red is calling your name. Just call my name. You said you would come running. At least that's what the song say. Go ahead and click it and become a ray of sunshine. Right next to that is the notification bell. Click that one too, baby, so you're alerted of the videos that I upload and when I upload them. Yes, yes. Last but not least, like the video and share it with your friends, because they watching Ready to Love too. You know, tell them people that you hang with in the comments of other people's videos, come check out Talisa Ray. Listen, I know, like I said, I got a lot of directives, but if I don't tell you, then you won't know that I want you here. Listen, I love you in real life and want every good thing that God has in store for you, even when you don't know what that is for yourself. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll catch you on the next review.